Today, I want to talk about the whole diet scam thing, and I'm going to rely on science, not my opinion. Okay. My name is Peter Greenlaw. I founded the New Health Conversation, which I think we sorely need. And more than 10 years ago, I wrote this best selling book called Why Diets Are Failing Us. And everything I talked about and predicted in this book came true. One of them was, why in the world are we counting calories when the body doesn't even know what a calorie is? That's just one thing. The enemy is not calories, but it's toxins. But I'm going to do a series of these and break down for you all these diet scams that are out there, okay? And I want to read from a new study that was just completed. And I think you're going to find that it's crazy what we're having to be faced with, okay? So one of the popular ingredients that you'll read about is oat bran powder, okay? Well, that sounds good. And they tell you you're going to lose weight, et cetera. But let's take a look. In this study, what they say is food ingredients like pumpkin seed, oat bran, cayenne pepper, licorice root may be nutritious, but we cannot identify any medical studies. Keep that in mind, suggesting they're effective for weight loss. They're also included at such a low dose to render them effectively pointless, in our opinion. So let's look at oat bran powder. The total dose of all the ingredients in one of these products is 500 milligrams, supposedly. And the average ingredient dose is 45 milligrams. The first active ingredient is oat bran in this particular thing. To give you some sense of a dose of 45 milligrams of oat bran is, according to the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, one single cup of oat bran equals 95,000 milligrams of oat bran. The oat bran dose in this particular thing is 2,100 times less than the amount you get from 1 cup of oat bran. The thing that I can urge you to do if you want, when you see any of these things, Google it and look and see, do they have any medical evidence for the claim that they're making? Like I said, I'm going to do a whole series of these and break down all of these because, and I've talked about it over and over again in my TikTok episodes. Does anyone think diets are working with 80% of America overweight, 50% are obese, 1 in 3 adults is pre-diabetic? They're now estimating that 100 million Americans have non-fatty, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. We've got children 2 to 5, about 14% of them are obese. From 5 to 9, for 12, it's about 20%, and 12 to 19, it's about 23 to 24%. I mean, does anybody think this is working? You see all this stuff on TV. You see it online. You see it on TikTok. You see it on YouTube. But my goodness, you should at least take a little bit of time and Google it and see if there are any peer-reviewed medical studies. You won't find any. So my goal here is to really show you why, based on science, not my opinion, why all this stuff is nonsense. And yet we have proven, we have 5 now peer-reviewed medical studies proving that this R2M protocol absolutely works. None of these other people have any peer-reviewed medical studies. It's a joke. And I get some feedback and people say, well, of course, if you lower calories, you're going to lose weight. No, wrong, proven, no. Calories in, calories out, totally debunked. Because I talked about this before. See, when you lower calories, what they never tell you is you're also lowering nutrition. And when you lower nutrition, the body goes into starvation mode. And in starvation mode, what happens? It freaks out because it doesn't have enough nutrition, not because it doesn't have enough calories. And so what the body will do is go and find the nutrition. Guess where the richest, most potent source of nutrition is? In your muscles. That's why all the research on every diet you can name, people lose water and lean muscle. Because it's some form, some way of tricking you into lowering calories, lowering your portion sizes. It's not about how many calories you can ingest. It's about how much nutrition. So I would urge you, go to our website that has legitimate science, not my opinion. I know people disagree with what I'm saying. That's cool. But you can't argue with a peer-reviewed study. It doesn't make any sense. Peer-reviewed studies have been peer-reviewed to try and prove that the experiment that you've submitted doesn't work. So honestly, I urge you, go to our website and you will get straight scientific data, not nonsense, celebrity endorsements, all this nonsense. When you see this stuff on TV and they say, oh, it's really effective. I mean, you've heard. You need 2,100 times more than what they're saying is in their supplement or their weight loss program or whatever it is. So like I said, over the next few episodes, I'm going to break down more and more of this stuff.